Hola people, Bree Slay here, aka the Beauty Plug. Welcome back to my channel. For all those that are new here, welcome. For all those that are coming back, thank you for coming back and welcome back. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please just click the button, I don't think it's this side, that side, down below, and just subscribe to my channel. So today is not going to be a first impressions because the original video that I did do with this foundation review, I jacked it up. And so this is basically not a first impressions, but a foundation review on Fenty. Also on some of her other new eye products, which is for her brow pencil. And also I'm also going to do a review and just put a little demo or a look with the new Jackie Aina palette. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment box below. If you want to see anything, leave it in the comment box below. Otherwise, just stay tuned and keep on watching. Thank you. As always, stay elevated, stay humble, stay blessed. Okay, so I'm going to go in and do my brows with Rihanna's new pencil. And that is the Fenty Beauty Pencil. It comes in this box. You get about 0.7 grams of product. This is her product. This is her brow pencil called the Brow MVP. And my color is in the color medium brown. Now, initially when I swatched it in the store, I wasn't feeling it. But today when I went back to the store, the Fenty representative that was there convinced me to buy it. So I'm going to try it with you guys. So this is a first impressions with me putting it on my face. All right, so I'm just going to go in. Again, I'm in the color medium brown. And I'm going to go in like I would normally do my brows. So the reason why I didn't like this pencil was because it was kind of like very, very light and too waxy. But as I'm using it now, I think we may be on to something. I think we may be on to something. As you know, I love using my Precisely My Brow by Brow Benefit. Oh, this is actually... Okay, Riri. All right. So this is actually a nice brow pencil. I actually like this. It's waxy. It gives a good color payoff. It gives you, you can either go from natural to on fleek brows. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish my brows up and I'll come back to you so we can start the foundation review. Okay, so I've done my brows off camera. I used Born This Way concealer in the color Butterscotch to highlight under my brow. And now we're going to go in with the foundation review. So first, let's talk about packaging. So as you know, this is the Fenty box packaging. Normally in the Pro Filt'r, Soft Matte Pro Filt'r foundation, I am in the color 385. So this is 1.08 fluid ounce. The new Fenty foundation, hydrating foundation, is also 1.08 fluid ounce. Also, it is in a soft tube, whereas the original is a glass tube. This one is a soft tube. Same amount of foundation that you get in there. However, one just has a soft tube, one has a hard tube. This is good for traveling. It's good so that it won't get messed up. Won't break. So that's what I like about this. It's a shade to shade match. So if you're 385 in the soft matte, you'll be 385 in this. However, because I'm tanned, I'm going to use shade number 400. Now let's get into the claims of the foundation. The foundation claims to be hydrating, medium to full coverage for all skin tones, long wear, and light as air. So let's see how this goes. So to put on my foundation, I'm going to use Fenty's brush, 115 brush that comes with it. I cleaned my brush as good as I could. Again, I had to redo the video, so this is not a first impressions. This is really just like a foundation review. I had to do it over. The original one was horrid. Anyway, so we're going to go in now with the foundation. And let's see. Let's get my Petri dish. Can you see that? Okay. Don't come for me. This is my Petri dish. So I put like 1.5 pump. You can see it's a little runny. And I'm just gonna apply that in dots to the face. It feels very hydrating. I really, really like it. And it reminds me of something. So I'm just gonna take the brush and just stipple it in. I'm not going to buff it in, I'm just gonna pat it in. Off bat, it's medium to full coverage. And it reminds me of NARS All Day Luminous Foundation. And not for nothing, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation that I just did a review on. You can check my review out. So this is how I know when it's more than, it's like full coverage, because I have 2 discoloration marks here and here, and it's pretty much covering it well. And this is just with the first layer of foundation. So I think that this is pretty darn good. So yeah, so this foundation, again, I would say is, if you want light coverage, use a beauty blender or use the precision sponge that she has that comes with her line, or you can use any beauty blender or any beauty sponge and you'll get more of a sheer coverage. If you want medium to full coverage, I would suggest that you use this brush in particular, because it's very, very dense. I really like this brush. So again, the color that I'm using now, my summer color, my tan color, is color number 400. I'm originally 385. So this is how it looks. And that's with 1 to 2 pumps. I still have a little bit of foundation on here. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna see how much coverage I can get from this. So I'm gonna go in with another layer. As you can see here, I'm gonna do 1 to 2 pumps. Okay, so I'm just going in with my second layer of foundation, and it covered pretty well. It is hydrating, however, not so hydrating to the point where I feel like I'm gonna be a hot, oily mess. I don't get that. Excuse me. But I do get nice hydration. I get nice dew and a nice glow. Okay, so that is 2 layers of foundation. It's up close. Besides my 2 little friends that came to visit. So all in all, I think the foundation is very pretty. I think it looks good. I think my face looks supple. It looks glowy, it looks dewy. So I'm gonna go in, finish the rest of my face, and I'll come back with my final thoughts about the foundation. Okay, so I'm back. I put on some Stalk'r bronzer in the color Coco Naughty. I also used the highlighting stick in Yacht Life. And I set my face with Watermelon Glow Ultra Mist. And I also set just around my nose area and my laugh lines with the Fenty powder in the color Honey. So my final thoughts on this foundation, I think, to be honest with you, I think it's beautiful. I think my skin looks refreshed. I think it looks natural, but I still have beat. I like the brow pencil. I think I'm getting into it. I'm gonna try it a little bit more. I especially like that the brow pencil, if you look at the end of the brow pencil, the brush reminds me of those brushes that came out. In fact, I have the Artiste brushes. This is not the actual Artiste brush, but it reminds me of this, but just a little version for your brows. I think it's really, really cute. So I would say, is it worth the coin? Yes, Fenty is always worth the coin. She really comes full throttle with her foundations. She really, really gives the people what they want. All I'm saying is, Fenty, you need to come out with a setting spray with maybe little speckles of trophy wife in it. Let's get it together, people. So that's it. That's my final reviews on the foundation. I will pull up a video later of the Jackie Aina palette, or maybe I'll insert a clip later on of some looks that I did with the Jackie Aina palette. Her palette is bomb. It's awesome and has a beautiful, beautiful color payoff. Gorgeous. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If there's anything that you'd like to see, if you have any comments, any suggestions, any requests, please leave it down in the description bar below. Again, Beauty Slayers, thank you for tuning in. Stay elevated, stay humble, and stay blessed.